Namaste, everyone. Christian Long, Life Enhancement Consultant, giving you a big and beautiful shout out on this Transformation Sunday right before Wesak. Before we begin, let's invoke. Place your hands on your heart. Be aware of your heart. Be aware of your crown. Be aware of your heart and your crown together. To the Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, respected and beloved teacher, Grandmaster Chogo Kuksui, Lord Mahaguru Jamele, the Lord Buddha Kuan Yin, to Lord Ganesh, to Holy Master Count Saint Germain, to all the holy gurus, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, to the angels of the Wesak Festival, the angels of inner and outer transformation, the angels of healing, to our divine selves or higher souls, we humbly invoke for your divine light, love, and power, for your divine help, guidance, and protection, for inner and outer healing on all levels. We thank you, Lord God. We thank you all with gratitude, respect, and love. So be it. So be it. And so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So be it. All right. Welcome, everyone. So here we are, the day before the 2021 Wesak Festival, the full moon of Taurus, which I believe is 9:34 p.m. Mountain Time tomorrow. And so right now we're in the 2-day window prior to the peak of the full moon, and then we have the peak of the full moon, and then 2 days after the peak of full moon. So the energy will be very, very powerful. And for some reason, I'm a little all over the place with the topic because I'm listening and listening and listening, but maybe we can combine two topics at once. So as the Holy Master DK would say, that the full moon is either a time of opportunity or a time of crisis, depending upon the person. For a spiritual practitioner, it's a time of opportunity because we have access to more energies at the peak of the full moon than at any other time of the month. In this particular full moon, we have the most amount of energy available to us to harness, store in our bodies, use to bless our goals, our projects, use to have deep, deep, profound spiritual experiences. Or we can have it as a time of chaos and crisis for the non-practitioner who has not done purification practices and knows how to harness these energies. So something that was coming to my mind is the conversation of seeds. The conversation of seeds. So within each and every one of us, we have seeds, and those seeds are planted by the thoughts and the words of ourselves and of others. So when we were teeny tiny little kids, 2, 3, 4, 5 years old, the people who are speaking to us and thinking about us are planting seeds in our auric fields. So they can be planting seeds of you're a good boy, you're a good girl, you're a smart boy, smart girl, you're a loving girl, loving boy, and that plants seeds. You'd also have seeds that you're no good, you don't understand, why are you so dumb, etc., etc., etc. Right? See how that drops the energy super fast. So those seeds we generate and then fertilize. What's amazing is when a seed is planted in our energy body, it grows with our energy, meaning it goes from it being a seed to being a sapling into a forest, if you will, based on our energy body. So the bigger our energy body is, the more energy we have in our energy body, the faster those seeds grow. That's why Grandmaster Chogo Kuksui says that purification is paramount in your development, because if you don't purify and remove these modern seeds that happened in this lifetime, or your ancient seeds that happened in previous lifetimes. As you continue to progress in your spiritual path, your life will get worse and worse and worse and worse. Because if you don't have awareness of the seed and you don't have understanding of the seed and how it's affecting you and how to remove it, you're just putting more energy, more energy, more energy onto it each and every day of your life. Actually, it's not every day, it's every moment of your life because it's constantly being energized. So someone who has a small aura can deal with a relatively big seed, right? Because it's not getting fed all the time or as much or as intensely. But if you have a small seed that's put into a giant aura that has a tremendous amount of energy, that's going to grow very quickly and then get out of hand, right? So at this time of the year, the Wesak Festival, the full moon of Taurus, we have access to more energies now than at any other point of the entire year. So if we've not been doing purification, and we just jump into a very powerful meditation like the one we're going to be doing tomorrow night, our life is going to be very difficult for a period of time. But if you've been purifying, developing awareness, having understanding, learning the lesson, tithing, then it's going to be a beautiful experience. So it's recommended to do your tithing on the full moon, not just tomorrow, the full moon of Taurus, but to tithe on the full moon of every full moon each and every month, because the most amount of energies are available. So the blessing can go into your tithe versus tithing at a random time of the month. Okay. So there's a lot that can be said about seeds. So the tithe before or after Wesak. The day of is fine. The day of is fine. Because remember, we have our 2-day window, the peak, and then we have 2 days after. So within that period of time. So you just tithe on the day of any full moon, Wesak or otherwise. So there's a lot that can be said about the seeds, but basically, again, seeds are compacted energy within the chakras and or the aura. And the aura has many, many layers to it, and the chakras have a lot of layers and depth to them. Remember, your aura is nothing more than the overflow energy of your chakras, right? So people go, I looked at that person's aura, like a clairvoyant says, oh, your aura is green, your aura is blue, your aura is this. Somebody that has an aura that is all one color is very, very rare, and that would be a relatively advanced soul that has an aura for a certain purpose. But in general, advanced souls, advanced auras are golden in general. So to say somebody has an all green, all blue, all this kind of aura sustained is not accurate, because your chakras are absorbing and releasing energy, right? And the chakras are multicolored. So the chakras that are in the upper part of the aura radiate a certain kind of energy that the upper part of the aura mimics. And then the mid part of the aura, same thing. The lower part of the aura, same thing. But as you become super developed and advanced, all the chakras start doing what? Utilizing gold. And so they're radiating what? Gold. So what's the aura? Gold. Right? That's what's known as developing the golden body or the etheric golden body. Makes sense? Now, if somebody is super angry, super angry, temporarily their entire aura is bright red. But then seconds or minutes later, that bright red becomes dim, darkish red, and gray, right? So it's not like somebody is sustaining a bright red aura, each and every day. It's just a moment in time because the chakras changed, therefore it changes the aura. What's the fastest strategy to remove seeds? That's a good question that I don't have a clear answer on. Some seeds cannot be removed unless the person learns the lesson. So we talked about this earlier with good karma, tithing, service, and learning the lesson. Tithing, service, and learning the lesson. So some seeds cannot be removed unless the person is karmically entitled to have it removed. How do we? Typically through suffering is how most people have their seeds removed. So if you have negative pride and you go, I don't need help, I don't need assistance, I got this figured out, I don't have anger issues, I don't have pride issues, I don't have depression, I don't have this, I don't have that. What's going to happen is circumstances will happen in your life that will awaken the seed within you as an opportunity to work through it. And then you reach a point that you've suffered enough and you say, I can't handle it anymore. I'm ready, willing, and able to let it go. So what happens? Humility kicks in. And as you are humble, you become super conductive and super receptive to being healed. So you've learned humility, you've learned a part of the lesson, and you're ready to move forward. But some people never get to that point in their lifetime because their pride and their stubbornness of dealing with pain is super high, so they'll just continue to suffer. One of my mentors have said to me many, many times that you don't have to suffer in this particular area or areas. You don't have to suffer. You can let it go now. But because the energy body has become so accustomed to that vibration of pain, that vibration of trauma, that vibration of suffering, it's very difficult to experience life without it. Right? Because you don't know, because it's an energetic imprint on your energy body. Right? So for instance, your personality, right? Your personality is an energetic imprint. So think about what it would be like if you didn't have your personality, which is a perfect segue for our other part. Think about if you weren't who you think you are. Be very difficult, right? Be very difficult to be in that space. So if you're not your personality, and if you're not your ego, what are you? The I am. I am that I am. I am the soul. So you're not your physical body. You're not your feelings. Well, I'm just a person with the impatience. I'm just a person who has a short temper. I'm just a person who, isn't really excitable. Okay. But you're not your personality or your thoughts. These are my political beliefs, my religious beliefs, my likes and dislikes, things that make me happy, things that make me sad. Again, you're not any of those things. So you are the I am. How do the chakras produce gold like the throat normally produces green and blue? Why gold? So if you remember, gold has the properties of all the colors, right? So gold has the properties of all the colors, electric violet, and brilliant white light all have the properties of all the colors. It's just the intensity of those colors, the potency of those colors, or the potency of those properties. So somebody who has a developed throat with lots of gold, when they project, how do I put this? As you become more advanced, when you project energy, it's coated with gold and pink. So as you project green out of the hand, it's coated with golden energy and pink energy So when it hits the aura of another person, they absorb it. Versus a person who maybe is not as advanced and they project green, and it's not as potent. It's not as absorbable, and it's harder for the person to assimilate. Doesn't mean miraculous healings can't occur, because if the person who's getting the healing is karmically entitled, what's going to happen? The energies are going to be impregnated with certain beings' energies. Okay. But in general, not in general, but the higher level of truth is that you are the I am. You are the I am. So in Pranic healing, Grandmaster Chogo Koksui developed the I am the soul affirmation, which that affirmation is a pathway to God realization. So what's soul realization? Merging the incarnated soul with the higher soul. What's God realization? Merging the higher soul with the divine spark. So the I am the soul affirmation is actually a practice in obtaining God realization. Now, are we going to achieve God realization in this incarnation? Most likely not. That would be in the realm of a bodhisattva or a Lord Jesus, right? When Lord Jesus said, I and my Father are one, he was saying, I am the higher soul and the Father, the divine spark, are one. That's God realization. But the I am the soul affirmation is the pathway to God realization. So whenever we're suffering in our lives, it's because we're identifying with the lower aspect of who and what we think we are. So this time of the year, all this energy is pouring into our systems, pouring into Mother Earth, and there's going to be the tendency to identify with whatever is coming up within our system, right? So if we have anger within our system, Wesak will start to reveal it. If we have fear within our system, Wesak will start to reveal it. If we have poverty consciousness within our system, Wesak will reveal it. But we have to have a level of awareness, presence of mind, and understanding that when those things start becoming revealed, we are not that. I am that I am. I am not this fear. I'm not this anger. I'm not this irritability. I'm not this poverty consciousness. I'm not this low self-esteem, this low self-worth. I am that I am. This is not the I am. Whereas another term is saying anatta, which means not of the soul. Fear, anatta. Anger, anatta. It is not of me. It is not who and what I am. It is not my essence. It is simply a product that my soul created using mental energy, using emotional energy, using etheric energy. Okay, so it's super important. It's funny. I remember I've taken basic pranic healing, probably reviewed it maybe 13 or 14 times, something like that, over the past 17 years, 18 years. And I remember thinking to myself the first couple times, like, I already know this stuff. I already know this stuff. Now, many years later, if I were to sit in the basic pranic healing class, I would get much, much, much more. So just because you've heard I am the soul affirmation once, twice, 3 times, many, many times, does not mean you have a deep experience of the I am. Doesn't mean you have a deep understanding of the I am. That's why from the heart of God, the avatars incarnate, because they're here to remind humanity of who and what we are, because we keep forgetting. So just because, for instance, you have a super powerful meditation, your aura is super expanded, your consciousness is super expanded, the chakras are super expanded, you're feeling lots and lots and lots of bliss and stillness and inner peace. And then 2 hours goes by and somebody cuts you off in traffic. Somebody hooks you into an argument at home, or you realize that you forgot a work project and you're flustered and full of anxiety. So you went from I am that I am and experiencing it, and then 2 hours later, completely forgetting. Because you identify with the lower aspects. So that's why it's a practice that you have to do every moment of your life. That's how you become a soul-infused person or soul-infused personality. So you have to practice it constantly. It's not something that you just do, right? We talk about people go to church. This is our little church, right? People go to church on Sunday for 1 hour, and then that's it. I was having a client joke with me the other day that she's a Methodist, or she was brought up Methodist. And I go, I'm not too familiar with the sect of Christianity known as Methodism. Could you clarify? She goes, it's about as close to being agnostic, not believing, that we don't know if there is or is not a God, as you can possibly get in the different sects of Christianity. So I go, so the opposite of maybe being a Baptist? And she goes, yeah. So Baptists are fundamentalists, Bible believing Christians, right? It's this is the word of God and we take it literally. So that's that side of the spectrum of Christianity. And then as I understand it, a Methodist is the all right, we're here for an hour. Let's do our hymns, our songs, let's get after it. And then after this hour is done, whatever, do whatever you want, right? Both sides are not good because one, you're not constantly connecting with I am that I am that I am that I am that I am. The other one is you're being fanatical and fundamental in your viewpoint. So you have a very narrow understanding and lower level of truth of God. So what's the proper path, right? The middle path. Having awareness, having understanding, constantly adjusting yourself on the path. That's why it becomes a razor's edge as we continue to grow and evolve as souls, because you're not doing these huge swings anymore. You're walking the razor's edge. So that's why I want to tie in both of these topics today about seeds and the I am. We have seeds within us. Those seeds have been planted in this lifetime and for thousands of other lifetimes that we work out. And as we keep working out these seeds through awareness, through understanding, yes, through suffering, through mercy, through forgiveness, through compassion, we grow and evolve as souls. So we stop planting the bad seeds and we start planting the good seeds with our thoughts and our speech. And then the fruit is good emotions and good actions. So the seeds are in our mind, right? In our speech. So everything starts in the mind. From this point of development, everything starts in our mind. So every time you belittle yourself or belittle other people, you just planted seeds. Every time you have encouraging thoughts for yourself and encouraging thoughts for others, you planted seeds. So what you are experiencing right now in your lifetime, for better or for worse, are from seeds you planted previously. So the challenge, and I talked with one of you about this, the challenge is in this moment is another moment for seed planting. But what people do is they go to the past, they reflect on the past, and then they plant the exact same seed in the present moment, which they then harvest in the future moments, and then go, why is my life not changing? Because you go to the past, be aware of the energy, plant the same seed, reap the same fruit. And that cycle repeats itself hundreds of thousands of times throughout the course of your life. But if you said in this very moment, right now, this is the seed I'm planting, the seed of the virtues, loving kindness and non-injury, generosity and non-stealing, constancy of aim and effort and non-laziness, moderation and non-excessiveness, accurate perception, correct expression, honesty towards oneself and others, right? Well, it's just how I am. What does that mean, right? I'm a shy person by nature. There's the seed. And then you're right. And here's the fruit to prove it. I'm a confident person by nature. You're right. And here's the fruit to prove it. So we have to be very careful with what we think and what we say. This is amazing awareness, constantly plant good seed of the virtues. Correct. And here's the other interesting thing connected to that. If you want to live a great life, you have to live by the virtues, no exceptions. If you want to live a great life, you have to live by the virtues. So whenever you're at a crossroads in your life, what should I do or what shouldn't I do? Just look at, is it virtuous? I'll give you an example of my own life. I've used this before in the group. For several years, I was running around town because I'm into marketing. I love monikers. I love things that are catchy, right? And I loved Denver, and I thought I would be living and dying in Denver. So I said, Denver's #1 energy healer. Denver's #1 energy healer. Denver's #1. It was on my marketing. It was on streams. It was on my business card. It was everywhere. I don't have business cards anymore. What's the point? Come on, it's 2021, right? So I would say Denver's #1 energy healer. And then one day I was at the Arhatic yoga retreat in Mahwah, New Jersey. And I went into the back room, or not the back room, but went off to the side with one of the masters, and he was just checking in with me. And he says, no, Denver's #1 energy healer, which is actually very funny. If you ever think that the masters don't know what you're up to, if you're doing stuff, trust me, they know what you're up to. If you never hear from them, they still know what you're up to. So I said, yeah. I said, yeah, Denver's #1 energy healer. He goes, okay. And I said, it's marketing. It's marketing. It like, people go, oh, Denver's #1 energy healer. I want to know what this guy knows. And that brings people into pranic healing, right? That's the purpose, right? He says, okay. That would be like me saying the #1 master. I go, and so right, he's giving me awareness and understanding. I'm like, oh, that's a good point. Okay. But I said, but it's for marketing. He goes, what's more important, marketing or practicing the virtues? And I was like, well, that summed it up. So do you see how with his level of awareness and understanding, he can just ask 2 questions, and through the process of asking those 2 questions, the light bulbs go off in my head. That is what a great teacher does. A great teacher sees where the student's at, sees the blind spots, the limiting beliefs, the calcified ideas, the negative pride. It's like navigating through the forest of the student's mind. And then it's like, aha, we'll shine the light right here. And that was it. That's all that it took for me to completely change that. Funny enough, about 2 years later, one of the other masters who followed my stuff was saying, hey, Denver's #1 energy healer. What's going on? I said, I talked with one of the other masters and decided to change it. And this master said, why did you change it? It's accurate. So think about that. This master was coming from the viewpoint of humility. And what's humility? Knowing what you're strong at and knowing what you're weak at, and knowing who and what I was, the practice that I had, the experience that I had, the training that I had. It was an accurate statement. But from the bigger perspective and viewpoint of other people, what does that show? Pride. So do you see how there's levels of truth, which virtue? Accurate perception and correct expression, and honesty and non-lying, right? So as one of the other masters says, perception is reality. So if people perceive me to be prideful, then they will see me as prideful. If they perceive me to be above others, that will negatively affect my growth. I'm a Namaste Prashant. So I hope that helps. Again, seeds are compacted energy that was planted this lifetime or previous lifetimes, and they can be very deep in the chakras. And they can sometimes they only come out to be dealt with when the karma is right, when the conditions are right. So you could have a seed of whatever, anger, even rage, right? You could have a seed of rage deep within you that lays dormant for lifetimes. This isn't to scare anyone. This is just give you awareness that under the right conditions and circumstances and the karma is ready to be worked on, that will that that just needs a little bit of energy and it grows into a tree right before your eyes. Indiana says, just being humble about how you say things about yourself to others. Correct. So remember, negative pride is on both ends. One is you're inferior to everybody. The other end is you're superior to everybody. Versus the middle path, which is recognizing these are my strengths, these are my weaknesses. I am good at being a nurse. I am good at being a mother. I am good at being a salesperson. I am good at being a healer, right? If it's true, if it's accurate, right? And then the other way is saying, I'm not good at these things, these things, these things, these things. It doesn't mean you're a bad person. It doesn't mean you're a stupid person. It just means you're not good at those things. You don't have training. Like, I can't talk to you about quantum mechanics intelligently. It's not my area of expertise. Not good at it. So it doesn't mean I think myself inferior or stupid. I'm being honest. I'm being truthful. I'm practicing humility. But at the same time, when I say very good healer or very conductive to being a good healer, it's an accurate statement, right? Because I have a track record of success. I've transformed my life and the lives of many other people over the years, right? So it's being humble. But again, it's like when Master talks about we're doing healing, and it's like, wait a minute, it's just you in the room. Who's we? The invisible helpers. It's the acknowledgement that I am a conduit, I am a channel for the healing energies. So that's where pride starts getting squirrely when you start thinking, I'm the one doing the healing. Well, the reason you transformed is because of me, and you're welcome. No, it's a group effort. I actually had a client who's been working with me for years, and she heard me say, all right, we did some research, we did some healing, and how are you? And she's like, who's we? After years of working with me, it's funny that she thought that, or she asked that question. So again, that's our little talk on seeds. Continue to purify and watch watch the thoughts and the words that you are experiencing, because you're planting seeds every moment of your life. So stop. I implore you, please stop going to the past. Stop going into your past. Christian, I want to know what my past life was. Who cares? You can look at your current fruit. That's all you need to know. Work with that. This is what I'm experiencing. Okay, great. What am I going to plant right now? And then right now, and then right now, and then right now, and then right now. What am I going to plant? And then in 6 months, you can look back at your life and go, whoa, my life is so much better. I wonder why it's so much better. Because you've been planting good seeds, good seeds, good seeds, versus you keep going into the past, you keep going into the past, you keep going into the past, pulling the past into the present moment, and then replanting that seed. Not intelligent thing to do. And then the I am, being aware of the I am. Here's the cool thing. As you be aware of the I am, you're connected to light, love, and power. So then your thoughts, your speech, and your actions are infused with the virtues. Aha. Makes sense? I hope it helps. Again, this topic could be talked about how long you got, right? The great teachers have been coming back for tens of thousands of years to share this with disciples in and outside the body. So it's probably pretty important. Very good reminders. Good, Adriana. Okay, so let's do our practice. We're going to do 2 rounds of exercises. So exciting. Less than 2 days we have our WESAC. Make sure you have all your clothes and everything. Today's the last day. You don't want to be rushing around. Also, by the way, this has been my experience. I think probably the past 7 years of doing WESACs. This will be my 18th WESAC. I think 18th. Is I like to stay home. I don't really have much of an excuse now because that's all I do is stay home at this point. But I've noticed that if you can stay isolated for WESAC because things are most stirred up for people, traffic, accidents, things like that. If you can stay home, if you can isolate yourself, if you can really conserve and preserve and protect the energies, I would highly recommend it. Because seeds are getting activated within all the people around you and including yourself, right? So that's usually been my modus operandum. Because I remember when I used to lead the Twin Hearts, the full moon meditations in Denver, inevitably it was super squirrely, like super squirrely on the roads, traffic, people coming late. I remember, here's a funny side story. I remember we used to host the full moon meditations at this place called the Studio in Denver. It was a beautiful location. It was a photography studio, but they had beautiful lights and they had enough chairs, enough space. Beautiful area. If you go to some of my Facebook postings from 2014, 2015, you'll see the space. Really, really nice. And one time, of course, it was on a full moon, a random dog comes from outside and goes upstairs and comes into the meditation hall and comes into the center of the circle because we would all sit in a circle when we do the full moon. And he just came in, right? And the dog was a distraction, obviously. It was a big dog. He was kind of all excited and worked up and whatever. And so one of the person was a really intense dog lover, and the other person was just trying to get the dog out of the space so we could all do our meditations together in peace, right? And I'm just facilitating the meditation, so I'm not paying too much about the dog, right? I'm like, I'm here. It's like Master was very one-pointed with what he was doing. So outside distractions were like not interested. These are priceless teachings and we have work to do. So I kind of took that mindset. And so these 2 men are fighting each other of like, no, let the dog stay. The dog's homeless. The dog needs food. The dog needs water. The other person's like, look, people paid to come here for the meditation and this is a distraction. And, we're trying to catch the peak of the full moon. So they're having this argument, and that experience was a lesson for both of them, different lessons. And they stopped talking to each other after that. These are people who had been regularly meditating with each other for over a year, but because of that experience, it blew. One of the guys never came back to a meditation. He still stayed in touch with me, but he didn't like the other guy so much because of that experience. So what is that? Anger and the inability to forgive, right? He apologized to me about that years later. Isn't that funny? Something so teeny tiny, so insignificant, but that moment in time and the energy that was there awakened a seed within him, right? Because if you look at it objectively, what's there to be upset about? What is there to forgive, right? But it was a seed deep within him that got awakened. And the other guy wasn't super aggressive about it. He was just looking at it from a pragmatic standpoint, right? But the other person gave so much meaning to it, it ruined his meditation and it ruined his connection with the group. So who lost out at the end? Who was not karmically entitled to continue forward? Him. Seeds were blooming. It got magnified by the energy. Correct. I've seen many people lose it on full moons, myself included. I would consider myself an expert in experiencing blooming of not so pleasant seeds. By the way, seeds aren't always negative. They're not always negative. The beautiful things that you experience in your life are also seeds that have grown into trees. Okay? We're gardeners. Correct. Correct. So, shall we do our exercises? Everyone at home, 2 rounds of exercises, and I'll see you in a minute. Welcome back, everyone. Hopefully you got your exercise on. I always remember thinking these yogis in isolation, or these teachers that had 5 or 6 disciples, that they would help these souls to access higher levels of truth. And I always thought to myself, God, why do they have just a teeny tiny group, right? Why doesn't this great teacher have hundreds of thousands or millions of disciples? And as I understand it, from different levels of truth, number one, that teacher is serving hundreds of thousands of millions of people in the inner world, souls, millions of souls in the inner world. And also, the teacher is already experiencing oneness. The teacher's already there, right? So you're like, how can they just be content with 5 or 6 disciples that they guide or teach for 30 or 40 years, right? Because it's pretty common in India, because they're there. It's not a popularity contest. It's not about the lower level of perception of, like, we go, wow, this person has priceless spiritual teachings. Why they just have 5 students? Because they're not working just on the physical plane, because they are one with God and one with all. So they're serving while they're sitting there with their physical body and their 5 physical students. There are many, many things that are taking place in the higher planes. And I always wondered that. I always was like, I always saw the people from stage. Of course, this is my misperception. I always saw the people from stage as those were the people that were the most advanced and the most evolved, and the ones that were doing the necessary work, as it were. But I've had more understanding around that lately. Not all of them are able to receive, right? The disciples are not there. Correct. Correct. So the great teachers are always radiating what? Energy of the soul, light, love, and power. And some of those great teachers, it's radiating so high that only certain students can be aware of it. The students are always getting fed on the soul level. Your Sat Guru, right? Your permanent spiritual teacher has been with you for eons of time already, right now at this point. Has already been with you for eons of time. But because we forget from lifetime to lifetime to lifetime to lifetime to lifetime, we're not aware. The teacher's still feeding. The teacher's still radiating light, love, and power. But because we lack awareness, because we lack purification, we run around the world and we try to find our spiritual teacher. We church hop. We go from one school to another school, one meditation to another meditation, one spiritual practice to another spiritual practice. And all the while, the great teachers was just radiating. They're like, this soul will wake up. The soul will wake up. The soul will wake up. And then eventually we wake up and we go, what have I been searching for? I am that I am. What have I been running around for this whole time? I am that I am. Look at IG accounts follow exactly the energy the teachers would awaken the seeds. First purification needed. Yeah. That's why Master Ko said, a big reason why the great teachers have not revealed themselves to the world is because it would destroy the world. If the majority of the world isn't aware of their thoughts and their feelings and can't direct their thoughts and feelings, and they see a great spiritual teacher, and then they project their thoughts and feelings at that giant energy body, and a tsunami of energy comes back, it could destroy the person's life or person's life. So out of compassion, the great teachers are in isolation, radiating light, radiating love, radiating power. And then for those disciples who do their what? Inner work, who practice the virtues, who through will raise their vibration, the great teachers go, aha, there's a soul. There's a soul who's ready, willing, and able to be of goodwill and the will to do good. We'll present ourselves. Alice Bailey would be an example of a soul like that, right? She was willing to be a conduit for the great teacher, Holy Master DK, who was connected to the Westside Festival, to the Great Invocation. So there are many, many mysteries, and it's an honor to share even a teeny tiny fraction of them. Shall we? Light of the soul is us. Yes. Sit comfortably. Let's do our breathing. Straight spine. And allow your body to relax. When we're tight, prana can't flow as easily through us. So just allow your body to relax. You can mentally tell your physical body to relax, to release, to let go. That it is safe. Good. So again, we're going to be doing 6-3-6-3 breathing. In the nose for 6, hold for 3. Out the nose for 6, hold for 3. When you inhale, the belly goes out. When you exhale, the belly goes in. Your breathing is smooth, rhythmic, and quiet. If someone was sitting next to you, they shouldn't be able to hear you breathing. Very, very refined and subtle. For the first breath only, let's exhale out through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 2, 3. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 2, 3. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 2, 3. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 2, 3. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 2, 3. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 2, 3. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 2, 3. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 2, 3. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 2, 3. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 2, 3. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 2, 3. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 2, 3. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 2, 3. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 2, 3. Inhale. Breathe normally. Be aware of the stillness within you, deep, deep, deep within you. Allow your consciousness to go deeper within you. Allow yourself to experience deep stillness. Go even deeper. Be aware of the crown. Mentally follow me. I am the soul affirmation by Grandmaster Chogo Koksui. I am the soul. I am not the body. I am not the emotions. I am not the thoughts. I am not the mind. Mind is just a subtle instrument of the soul. I am the soul. I am a spiritual being of divine intelligence, divine love, and divine power. I am one with my higher soul. I am that I am. I am one with the divine spark within me. I am a child of God. I am connected to God. I am one with God. I am one with all. This is the truth, regardless of the brain's capacity to experience the truth. I am the soul. We are one. We are one. We are one. Separation is an illusion. There is only oneness. Oneness with God, oneness with all. We are one. Be still, be aware. Maintain your sense of oneness. Maintain your sense of awareness and inner peace. Raise your hands on chest level. Imagine a small earth in front of you. Be aware of the heart, the hands, and the earth. Lord, make me an instrument of thy peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love, and where there is injury, pardon. Allow yourself to be a channel of beautiful pink loving energies flowing from the heart, down the arms, out the hands to the small earth in front of you. Let Mother Earth and all sentient beings be blessed with peace, love, and forgiveness. From the depth of who and what you are, mentally affirm, I forgive and I ask for forgiveness. I forgive and I ask for forgiveness. Again, I forgive and I ask for forgiveness. Thank you for freeing me, and thank you for freeing others. I let go. Cut, release. Thank you. Inhale. Exhale, release. Where there's despair, hope. Where there's doubt, faith. Think of somebody in your life going through difficult times right now, and bless them with hope and faith. Lovingly tell them you can make it. You are a divine child of God. I believe in you, and with God all things are possible. May you be blessed with hope and faith. May the world be blessed with hope and faith. So be it. Where there's darkness, light, sadness, joy. Let the entire earth, every person, every being be blessed with light and joy. Wherever there are dark spots throughout Mother Earth because of war, conflict, famine, disease, any and all forms of ignorance, see these areas being illuminated with light and joy. See the people smiling, healthy, happy, fulfilled. See the entire earth as bright, luminous, sparkling. So be it. Be aware of your crown, your hands in the earth. See the brilliant white light coming down into the crown, going down the arms, out the hands to the small earth in front. With reverence, O Divine Master, grant that I may not so much seek to be consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, and to be loved as to love. Let go of your inner resistance to serving others. Let go of your limiting beliefs of separation. Remember, there are no others. There's only oneness. By consoling others, you're consoling yourself. By consoling yourself, you're consoling others. See yourself sharing knowledge and expertise to alleviate the suffering of others, giving words of encouragement and kindness to others, giving of your financial and material resources to others, giving of your time to others. Whatever you give, you receive. Whatever you take will be taken from you. Be aware of your heart and your crown together, both expanded, brilliant, beautiful energies. Be aware of your hands and the earth, and see golden energies pouring into the planet. Imagine the sun is behind you, radiating its light through you to the earth. For as in the giving that we receive, it is the pardoning that we are pardoned, it is in the dying that we are born to eternal life. As you plant seeds of virtue, you live a virtuous life. You live a good life, a protected life. So be it. May you be blessed with a good life. So be it. May the world be blessed with a good life. May life itself be blessed. Be aware of the heart, the crown, the hands, the earth. Amen. Saint Francis of Assisi. Gently lower your hands in your lap. Maintain your sense of stillness and awareness. Be aware of the heart. Inhale. Be aware of 12 inches above the crown. Exhale and release. Again, be aware of the love in your heart. Smile. Inhale. Be aware of 12 inches above the crown. Exhale and send that loving energy to the 12th. And last time, be aware of your beautiful, loving heart. Smile. Big, big smile. Inhale. Be aware of the 12th. Exhale and stay there. Lovingly and gently place your awareness on the 12th chakra, on the point of light, 12 inches above your head. As you hear the mantra Om, allow yourself to expand. Allow yourself to let go. You are safe. You are protected by God and all the great ones. Just let go. Be still, be aware. You are swimming in an infinite ocean of joy. Let go. Now, Slowly and gently come back to your body. Come back, come back, come back. Move your hands, your fingers, your feet. Move your toes, especially your feet and your toes. Move your feet and toes. Come back to your body. Let's raise our hands on the chest level to release the excess energies, keeping only what our bodies can safely handle. Imagine the earth in front of you. Be aware of the heart, the crown, the hands, the earth. With the blessings of God and Grandmaster Cho Koksui, let the entire earth, every person, every being be blessed with divine light, love, and power, with divine help, guidance, and protection, with material and financial abundance, prosperity, and success. Blessings be to all, healings be to all without exception. So be it. So be it. So be it. With the blessings of God and Grandmaster Chola Kuksui, let Pranic healing, Arhatic yoga, and the Twin Hearts meditation spread properly, rapidly, enthusiastically throughout the entire planet to alleviate the suffering of mankind, to heal mankind, to transform mankind. So be it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So be it. Let's bless the week for all of us. Imagine each day of the week in front of you. And as I say, so be it, say, so be it after me, to further anchor and concretize these energies. With the blessings of God and Grandmaster Cho Kuksui, let this coming Monday be blessed with divine light, divine love, divine power, with calmness and emotional stability. Let Monday be blessed. Let each and every participant of the Westside Festival throughout the entire planet be blessed with divine light, love, and power. So be it. Let this holy day be acknowledged and recognized. May every soul be healed. May every soul be transformed. So be it. Let this coming Westside Festival 2021 be blessed. So be it. So be it. So be it. With the blessings of God and Grandmaster Chola Kuksui, let Tuesday be blessed with divine light, love, and power. With physical strength and vitality, let Tuesday be blessed. So be it. Let this coming Wednesday be blessed with divine light, love, and power, with effective and proper communication among all people, with proper influence among all people. Let Wednesday be blessed. So be it. Let this coming Thursday be blessed with divine light, love, and power, with material and financial abundance, prosperity, and great success, with expansion. Let Thursday be blessed. So be it. Let this coming Friday be blessed with divine light, love, and power, with happiness and joy of a successful week. Let Friday be blessed. So be it. Let this coming Saturday be blessed with divine light, love, and power, with us learning our spiritual and material lessons of letting go of things that no longer serve us, of identifying of who and what we are. Let Saturday be blessed. So be it. Let this coming Sunday be blessed with divine light, love, and power, with happiness and joy of a successful following week. Let Sunday be blessed. So be it. Let this entire upcoming week, from this present moment to the end of the week, be blessed with golden energies. Lots and lots and lots of gold, sparkling gold. So much gold. Let all the environments be filled with gold. Let all the people we interact with be filled with gold. Let ourselves be filled with gold. We are healed. We are protected. We are provided for. We are instruments of goodwill and the will to do good. So be it. So be it. So it is. Let this entire upcoming week be blessed. So be it. Take this moment to be aware of a wish, an insight, an answer you've been seeking, and have it crystal clear for this coming Wesak. What is in your heart's desire? What's truly important to you that you would like a boost in, clarity in, an answer in? And be aware of yourself. Be aware of the practice of tomorrow's Wesak Festival and see yourself getting the healing that you require, getting the answer that you require, getting the clarity, getting whatever it is that you're seeking, seeing it materializing for you. No doubt, no fear, no anger, only certainty, deep, deep gratitude, and clarity. Relax, relax your bodies. With the blessings of God, so be it. With the blessings of Grandmaster Choa Buksui, so be it. With the blessings of the beings of the Wesak Festival, so be it. With the blessings of the Kriya Shakti angels, so be it. May your wish materialize properly and rapidly. See yourself happy, smiling, so grateful. Place your hands down towards the ground. Be aware of the base of the spine, the soles of your feet. 3 points going deep into the earth. Let Mother Earth be blessed. Let Mother Earth be healed. Let Mother Earth be rejuvenated, regenerated, revitalized now. Mentally affirm, I am rooted and connected to Mother Earth. I am grounded to Mother Earth. I am practical in all that I do now, so be it. My system is rooted and connected to Mother Earth. My system is grounded, stable, practical now, so be it. So be it. So it is. Thank you. Place your hands on your heart. Be aware of your heart. Be aware of your crown. Be aware of your heart and your crown together. To the Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, respected and beloved teacher, Grandmaster Choa Kuk Lord Mahaguru Jmeling, to Lord Buddha Kuan Yin, to Holy Master Count Saint Germain, to all the holy gurus, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, to the angels of the Wesak Festival, to the Kriya Shakti angels, materialization and manifestation and wish fulfillment. To our divine selves, our higher souls, we thank you all for your great, great blessings and healing energies. Thank you for helping us become better people and better souls. We thank you with gratitude, respect, and love. Thank you in full faith. So be it. Thank you. Welcome back, everyone. How are you? Leaf says, thank you, very grateful. You're very welcome.
Very strong energy. And thank you for the healing. It was very welcome for me. Because I felt the whole week like a sort of tension in my body, like a restrictive tension. And when you started doing the healing, I felt that go away and I could feel the energy flow better through me. So grateful for that. I felt again the cord in my arm, which I think it's relating to healing. But it feels like there is more space around me, and yeah, thank you. And again, I saw some things, but I'm not sure what I saw.
So inhale. Exhale, say I release.
I release.
How is it? Move it, shake it.
Good. Thank you.
Prashant says, thank you. You're welcome, Prashant. Indiana says, wow, Westside is here. For shout. Thanks, Prashant. Be well, my man. Talk to you soon. Okay, so as you guys know, oops, how did I move you guys? Oops. Whoa, I didn't even know you could move it like that. Hold on, let me do that again. Cool. You can move your cute little faces all over the place. That's a new feature in Zoom. Weird. Does it work here? No, it's just at the bottom. Okay.
Wow, I saw that. So neat.
Right?
So neat. I love it.
Yeah, I was like, oh, sweet. They're always add new stuff into Zoom, keeping it confusing for everybody.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
Indiana?
Christian, today was just really, it was like Westack. It was so much energy. It was almost hard for me to absorb all of that. And I kept swaying back and forth. Maybe I needed more exercise. I don't know, but it was just so much to take in, to absorb. The gold, it just kept going beyond and beyond. It was amazing. Amazing. Like I said, it was like Wesak. And thank you. I'm grateful. This is an early gift.
My pleasure. So I'm going to encourage the Arhatics to do their storing. We can do exercises in Tibetans, and then you can also store afterwards, further store. Yeah, this is a very sacred time. This is sacred for many religions and many spiritual practices and schools around the world right now. The Buddhists celebrate typically 2 Wesaks. They're usually about a month apart from each other, but this is the biggest one for the entire year for the world. So very grateful to be part of it. Very grateful for the experiences that we get to have. So that being said, because you guys are already congested, let's do our exercises, right? So 2 rounds of 108 jumping jacks, twisty turnies. So 108, 12 twisty turnies. Do it again, and then do your Tibetans or mental physics. So we'll play a few songs. Still for the energy coming down. Oh yeah, the energy's been pouring down for days, but it's getting magnified and magnified and magnified. So it's great. But let's integrate it so we're not space cadets. Okay. I'll pause this for everyone at home. You have your instructions. Welcome back, everyone. Hopefully you did your 2 rounds of exercises and your Tibetans. Remember, Tibetans takes about 4 minutes to do if you do 7 reps for the 4. And then mental physics, if you're going at a nice pace, take you about 8 minutes to do. If you do mental physics the intense way, the super slow way, it'll take you about 45 minutes to do. I'm trying to remember last time I've done 45 minutes of mental physics. The interesting thing about mental physics is it stimulates you so much that it's like, you're like, okay, well, I don't need to drink coffee. I don't need to take energy drinks. I don't need to sleep anymore. So it was a bit of a challenge with doing mental physics that intensely. I do it with Master Co on YouTube. Very nice. Very powerful. Very, very powerful. As with all the techniques, if you do them regularly, you'll notice a cumulative effect in your practice. So if you do mental physics for a week, your bodies will have a certain effect. But if you do mental physics consistently every day for 3 months, it is exponentially more powerful. But that's the thing with practice. So people don't really ever get to see those benefits if they don't practice regularly, right? One of the keys. Yeah, Master Code does it fast, but he also shared the technique for greater effectiveness. You go slower. So like when you're doing here, your arms are way up and then you exhale, it's all while you're contracted. When you rotate the arms backwards, it's contract every muscle. Right, you get the point. You're building up so much energy. Your body's like, what the? It's very intense. I was wondering that too. My arms. So mental physics is amazing when done slowly. Yeah. Do higher levels of Arhatic and then do mental physics slowly. You're like, all right, well, I took care of this week of sleep. Needed. So everyone have an amazing, phenomenal, unbelievable WESAC 2021. Again, it's going to be tomorrow around 9:34 p.m. Mountain Time. The preparatory work will be about 4 hours up until that point, and the peak of the meditation is then at 9:34, and the meditation itself is about 8 minutes long. So make sure you give yourself plenty of time to integrate the energies. So after the meditation, the masters will close, but also it's good just to spend maybe 15 or so minutes just sitting in complete silence, because when you're still and in silence, the bodies can assimilate the energy. It's the descent of the energy. But if you're too stimulated, it's hard for you to integrate the energy as well. So have some time of silence, being uninterrupted, no YouTube, no phone, no surfing, just Christian, I don't even have a surfboard. Just be still and be aware would be beneficial. Luckily for me, I have nothing to distract me. Well, at least here I don't have anything to distract me. Good. So have a great WESAC, everyone. Make sure you have your clothes as well. And if you want to brighten this up, this is just for Adriana. You can also get some flowers and have them on your altar or have them in your house, and you bless them after WESAC, and they will hold their vibrancy much, much longer. So you can do it as an experiment. Exactly. There you go. Shocker. I'm stunned. You have flowers? Unbelievable. So, and that is it. So lots of love to you guys, and I will catch you on the Flippity McFlipperson. Have a great WESAC. This is Christian Long. Wait, did we close yet? Bye-bye. Love you.